There's no use in looking back. Gotta laugh or gotta live, 'cause I'm so over the past, and I'm living it fast. Underneath the strobe lights, ready for a crazy night. I can hear your heartbeat banging loud like a drum. Let me be your only one. Do you feel what I feel? I'm addicted to that sound. Turn it loud, just make it play. When the love is all around, dream away with the music. Flying higher than the stars, we'll be dancing till the dawn. The night is young, so are we. So close your eyes and set it free. Underneath the strobe lights, ready for a crazy night. I can hear your heartbeat banging loud like a drum. Let me be your only one. Do you feel what I feel? I'm addicted to that sound. Turn it loud, just make it play. When the love is all around, dream away with the music. I'm
Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. It is Thursday. Can you believe it? We are almost at the end of the week. Thank you first and foremost to Church Nelly, Silver Squaddy for 3 months. Yes, thumbs up, Brazen Hussies. Thank you so much, Church Nelly. I wish I could put that on the screen, but for some reason it doesn't allow me to do that on the back end of mine. I don't know why, but I can see it on my phone, so thank you. Yes, Christine, what a beautiful day it's been. The sun is shining, and we have been blessed with the title, cover, and pre-order date. Can I get a round of applause and an amen in the chat? Indeed. Do you know what? I saw the picture come up on the feed, and I wasn't sure because when I first saw the picture, like it was just the picture, not the actual cover or like the words on the picture. So I thought maybe this was like sorry, another promo for like Better Up or for something like that. But I kept on scrolling, and there the picture was with the full cover and its title. So we're gonna get straight into that after a couple other stories that have come up in the last 48 hours, because there's some other really good news as well, not just Harry's book, but that will be the main story for today, of course. Yes, genuine. I cannot wait to read the book either. I am literally going to block out like 3 days just to read it. Or I might do the audiobook. I haven't actually made up my mind. What are you all doing? Comment, then you can tell me, how you're gonna mm, Jessica, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm buying Harry's book and reading it from cover to cover many times. Yes, yes, I have a lot to say about this, and I'm sure you do too. Hi, Chef Sandy Love. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Lottie. Hi, Paulette. The only thing I'm disappointed about is that it's not coming out before Christmas. I really wanted to read it before Christmas, but listen, we're gonna get it when we're gonna get it, and I'm so happy that we're finally getting it. But I can imagine they probably had to do some edits. I mean, um, an additional chapter for the Queen's funeral alone. I mean, dang, those 2 weeks could have been a whole book. Roosy, you're now getting used to the introductory music because you missed the first and second songs. Uh, yeah, DJ Duchess gets the memo. A lot of you don't like this one as much as the other ones. Yes, Harry is so handsome in this photo. Um, Hi, Chosen to be his. Hey, Tony. Hey, Jen Commonwealth. Olivia, hi. All right. So let's get into the podcast and then we will talk about the cover after. So, in other good news, let's talk about Megan first. People's Choice Awards. Megan has been nominated via Archetypes for the Pop Podcast of 2022. And she is up against Dax Shepard from The Armchair Expert, which Harry was actually on The Armchair Expert. Call Her Daddy by I don't know who that is. And also Anything Goes with Emma Chamberlain. I do know Emma Chamberlain. I'm not a fan of Emma Chamberlain, but she's really big with the Gen Z. And so as far as being up to date, modern and relevant, Megan is very much in good company here. So a lot of people had talked about Archetypes being up for some podcast awards, and this is the first one. And the People's Choice Awards is really the people. It is pop culture, and so this is the type of place that you type of award show that you want to go to if you are wanting to reach out to millennials and Gen Z. This is really their award show. I mean, I know it's the People's Award Show, but really it's the millennials and Gen Z's award show. So it just shows the reach of the Archetypes brand, who's listening, and who can relate to. I mean, I think people of all ages, from 18 to 80, can relate to a lot of the things that Megan is saying. So I'm not surprised to or I guess not surprised but still like shocked in a good way, because I definitely didn't see this coming. I didn't even know that people had a podcast award in their award show, so congrats to Megan. And just another place that we'll get to see her. Cat Harlem, you purchased a hard copy, however, you will listen to it via Audible. All right, so that is that. Also, Twitter was still having fun. Was still having fun with Megan's genealogy results. Netflix Nigeria tweeted 43% Abby. Oh yeah, let's give her a suitable Niger name. Hashtag suits. So there were quite a few funny memes going around. So it's good to see people having some fun with that. And it'll be interesting to see if Megan says any more about this. I know that a lot of celebrities have done these shows where they get their genealogy results, and they map their ancestry, and they find out exactly who their ancestors were, where they came from, their family lines. So maybe that's something we have to look forward to. Who knows? Alma Andrews, I'm voting many times Megan's podcast. Yes, actually, that is a good point. I actually forgot to even look into that. So, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it in the community tab. I will put the link for that in the community tab, or if anybody wants to post it in the chat, and then I will pin it. But please do make sure you vote. People's Choice Award, book and podcast, exactly. And there's other people out here with their Earthworm Prize. Uh, Hi, Olivia. Did you give me a shout? Well, I'm giving you out one now. It was Friday morning. Wow! It's already Friday. It's already tomorrow in Australia. Thank you for coming to us from the future, Olivia. Thank you very much. Joyce, Harry may dedicate his book to his grandmother. Who knows? But I don't think the funeral will be in it. You don't? I mean, I can imagine he'd have a lot to say about it. I guess we'll see. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see who he dedicates it to, actually. Crack me up, love. That was not a funeral. It was a clown show. Well, it was meant to be a funeral. The British press and the establishment turned it into a clown show. Mornhub. All right. Was there any other stories that I wanted to go through before that? No, there was not. There was not. So let's get into it then. What Harry is now versus what they always wanted him to be. The spare. And can you imagine spending your whole life literally hearing that about yourself? You're just a spare. You're just a spare. You're just a backup. Your very existence is just to make sure that this institution that we have can continue, but you don't really serve any other purpose other than to just be the spare and to be the punching bag for the heir. I can't imagine what that would do to someone's self-esteem because they really drum it into the royal kids from the time that they're young, and they don't sugarcoat it either. Oh, thank you so much, Olivia Sullivan, for the super sticker. Much appreciated, darling. And so that Harry has come out such a well-rounded human being, despite everything, is really he deserves to give himself a round of applause because at the end of the day, we are all human. We are all flesh and blood. Our hearts all beat the same way. The blood that runs through our veins, you know, runs through our veins the same way as the next person's. And these people may um, believe and are told growing up that their blood is different, that it's blue, but it's not. It runs red like everybody else's. And there is nothing, no amount of privilege, no amount of money that can save you from all of those human emotions that we as people go through. There's absolutely nothing that can save a child from having to bury their mother. More so if that child had to bury his mother and walk behind his mother's coffin in front of the entire planet. That is just a different level of cruelty. And it's almost just a miracle that this man went through what he went through as a boy, managed to grow up in the public eye, and still made it out the other side, being able to love, be a loving husband and a loving father. And now he finally gets to speak for himself and not have anyone else speak for him, not the royal rodent, not the press establishment, not the firm, not Angela Latrine, not Camilla Tominey the liar, rather, should I say, not Dan Woo Woo, not Piss Moron, not Richard Eden, not Emu, no one. This is Harry in his own words, his story. Nobody else is going to speak for him. And so I'm glad we are finally here. Took a while, but we're finally here. And I love the cover. It's very strong. He looks defiant, very serious. And I had I've been saying for a while, it was my guess that perhaps the book would, be kind of along the same tone as like Michelle Obama's Becoming. Looking at this cover now and the title of the book, it may be a lot more serious than what I had personally predicted it would be. But again, I don't know. It was just my prediction, my guess. Um, but I love the fact that he used the word spare. I wasn't expecting that, him to take ownership of that word and literally throw it back at them, at the establishment of the press. And it's kind of similar to what Megan is doing with her Archetypes podcast, taking all of those nasty words that are used to describe women, that were used to describe herself, and dissecting them. Hope's Garden, if those royal reporters are upset about the Sussexes now, just wait until they see the amount the book sells. Um, so the book sells on Harry's book and Meghan's Archetypes numbers keep rising. Yes. I mean, I can check. Let me just check the Amazon charts right now. If you give me a sec. And just to see where it is. Have a look. Bestsellers, the most popular in books. Let's see if it's charting anywhere. Okay, right now it's number 7. It's number 7. And I mean it's literally only behind like uh House of Dragon, like George R. R. Martin and Colleen Hoover. I mean, and Jamie Oliver. So if you're gonna be behind anyone, let it be behind those people, right? And I'm sure that it will get to number 1. Certainly on the day that it's released, it will definitely get to number 1. But even on pre-release, it's trending number 7 on Amazon Books. So we're off to a great start, and I don't think that any of the other Royal Rodent biographies even charted like top 100. I don't think any of them did. Wilson, he has a multiple book deal. Hopefully, the next book, yeah, be very interesting. I thought he was doing a second book also. Sharpie, I think the book is going to be dedicated to Meghan and the kids. Possibly, yes. Miss September, Anne, have you heard anything on GB News or Loose Women? Not yet. Likely tomorrow. I think we'll likely hear some things tomorrow morning. I don't have a TV in my house, so anything that's on Loose Women or GB News, I usually get from Twitter. There's one squaddy account who always reposts what's on the UK TV shows for the US squaddies, but even I just watch that Twitter page because I don't have a TV in my house. Right. And as someone said on Twitter, Bella Mackey, she said, very much echoed what I was thinking. I thought Prince Harry's book would be called something like Living with Purpose, My Journey to Finding My Way, but it's called Spare, and now I'm afraid I will read it. And then someone else said, he's just taken his narrative out of the hands of haters and liars. Who better to tell his story but him, after all? He's the one who lived it, and I'm here for it, and I'm buying this book. Yes, I mean, there's a lot of people that are going to buy this book. A hell of a lot more people than who bought those so-called royal biographies by the lying gutter tabloid Royal Rodents. And we know that everything in their books was a lie. All lies, it was all a lie.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied. It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied. It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
All a lie. All lies. And now we get the truth. Right, I'm not actually going to make this a very long podcast because obviously tomorrow is debate day and I'm sure you all have a lot to say. So I'm really just going to actually keep it short today. Um I'm going to read the details and the press releases for those of you who haven't yet heard them. So if you haven't yet heard them, stick around and I'll read them out now. Otherwise, that's pretty much the end of the podcast. Um I was over in Baron's chat and I feel like we had a really nice chat. I made Baron crack up. Um, and I really enjoyed Baron's chat, so I feel like I don't really need to have a long podcast today. But thank you so much, everyone. If you've already heard the release, then you know by all means that can be the end of the podcast for you. But thank you, everyone, as always, for coming along. Right, so let's get to the release for those of you who haven't read it yet. Um, Here we go. Yeah, so through the book, Harry said that he wishes to support British charities with donations from the proceeds of Spare, and the Duke of Sussex has donated over 1 million to Centre Ballet, an organisation he founded with Prince Siso in their mother's legacies, which supports vulnerable children and young people in Lesotho and Botswana affected by HIV and AIDS. Harry will also donate to the non-profit organisation, to the non-profit organisation Well Child in the amount of 300,000. So giving back through his book as well, and the book will be available in multiple languages. Um, in English, in addition to 15 additional languages, including Spanish, German, Portuguese, Brazilian. I mean, listen, they know what the audience is. Simplified Chinese, Danish, Dutch, Finnish, French, Hungarian, Greek, Italian, Polish, Romanian, Swedish. I mean, they know that a global audience wants to read this book. And where is the book available? Everywhere. The book is available everywhere. Oh, and here's something very interesting. Oh gosh, sorry for the people that have left the chat already, but so I have an Amazon affiliate account, right? And I went to try and make an affiliate link so that if you clicked on that link, I would get a small like commission. They have blocked affiliate links for the book. You cannot get an affiliate link for it. And I'm actually quite glad because you know what would have happened? Every tabloid in Britain would have posted their affiliate link and they would be making money through the sales. So I'm actually glad that they've done that. You cannot make an affiliate link for this book. So smart move. And in the official press release for the book, it says it was one of the most searing images of the 20th century. Two young boys, two young princes, walking behind their mother's coffin as the world watched in sorrow and horror. As Diana, Princess of Wales, was laid to rest, billions wondered what the princes must be thinking and feeling and how their lives would play out from that point on. For Harry, this is that story at last. With its raw, unflinching honesty, Spare is a landmark publication full of insight, revelation, self-examination, and hard-won wisdom about the eternal power of love over grief. So it sounds like we are in for some interesting revelations, things that I'm sure aren't going to make the palace particularly happy. But like I've always said, I don't believe that Harry and Meghan want to say or do anything that's malicious towards their family, despite the fact that they've been betrayed by their own family. I think that they just want to speak their truth, and the truth probably isn't going to be easy for his family to bear with coming out. But after what Harry and Meghan have had to bear for the last 5 years, they deserve to speak their truth. So, that's pretty much all for today. Wanted to say thank you to everyone who congratulated me on getting my judoji. I did get my judoji yesterday, and I felt so boss in it as well. Oh, it feels amazing wearing it, like you just feel so much more powerful. You can grab your opponent a lot more easier. And I feel like I'm getting to grips with the basics quite easily. So Thank you to everyone who commented on my post on the community tab. It's quite big on me, but I heard that it shrinks a little bit as you wash it, so it'll be a little bit more fitted. And with that, I'm going to take your comments and we'll call it a day. If you want a more detailed chat about this, I would say go to Baron's and watch his video back because we had a really, really nice chat over there earlier today. Okay, let's get through your comments. uh, sec. Cynthia, DOS, the scripture says, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. All this time, H has been storing up his emotions, and now it's overflowing. Just spare. Yes. How powerful, right? Andrea, you love the title and the picture. Yes, crap me out, love. Harry, fine. Cinderella, I hope he has a book tour, does a book tour to promote it. Oh, that is so interesting. Will he do a book tour? I think he will, but it would be like, it's not gonna be the standard type of book tour, right? I think it will be, like when Megan did like with the New York Times, it will be those types of sit downs and talks, I think. Or maybe he might do a few talk shows. Like it'll be very like high profile places, I think he'll speak. So yeah, a lot to look forward to. Oh yeah, and let me go know, guys and dolls, are you gonna buy the hard cover, the audio, or Kindle? I'm going to buy the Kindle, and if it's on Apple, which I think it is, I'm gonna buy on Apple as well, just in case there's any problems with it freezing or I've ordered it on Kindle now. What I think I'm gonna do is the day before I'll order it on Apple, and then if it comes on Kindle and it's fine, I'll just read it on Kindle. And if there's a problem with Kindle and it comes on Apple, like I can just I can basically just return the Apple one if there's any issues. Um Sorry, I'm just looking through Twitter to see if there's any updates. Uh, nope. Okay. Paulette, you cannot wait to buy the book. Harry looks so refreshing and happy. Yes. Vinny, Omi said the book was completed 2 months ago. I don't think additions were made after the lawyer's reading. The logistics may be the holdup. Perhaps. Mina, it's a miracle. He's blessed. His mama is watching over him, and he has genuine people who have his back. Yes, indeed. Sherry, already ordered your digital copy of Spare through Amazon. I'll be ordering the physical book through bookshop.org. Finally, they are getting Spares, excellent gifts, even though it won't be out. Yes. I'm definitely gonna buy it for a few people and then print out the uh cover, like print it out on A4 paper and just give it to people and be like, this will arrive on January the 10th. Uh, Dolores, Harry's book cover and Megan's variety cover were probably done by the same photographer. Do you think? They do look a bit similar, don't they? When you love the use of the word spare, so do I. Also, spare is number 2 in the US. Yes, I was looking at the UK, it was at number 7. In the UK, where apparently no one cares about Harry and Meghan, Harry's book is number 7. Um, Alex, I hope that his book counters any narrative that Angela Latrine about Angela Latrine's credibility. She wrote a book about someone she doesn't really know. She should have no credibility. Exactly. And I just love the fact that he's taken control of that word. Cinderella, it hasn't been up for pre-order for 12 hours yet. I know, right? Meaningful Life Coach, just tuning in. Happy for the news. When to pre-order this book is going to be the book to have in your library, indeed. Oh, and sorry, I don't even think I've actually said the name out loud on the podcast. It's January 10th. January 10th. That's the actual day it comes out. In case I haven't said it yet. Vinny, Charlotte and Louis will thank Uncle Harry for this book in years to come. It will be an indictment of the institution and their casual abuse of his human rights. Yes. And I think that Harry has really opened the door for anyone else who wants to escape. Legacy ordered through Amazon. Good. Yeah, it's available in lots of different places. So do support other outlets as well if you can, please. And you should actually just be able to order it to your local bookstore. I mean, I ordered The Bench in advance, and it was there on sorry, at my local bookstore the day of the release. Cynthia, now we are seeing the true meaning of the word spare. The wheels are coming off the wagon. Does the monarchy, the British royal family, the press, the tabloids have a spare? The answer is just space. Yes. Yeah, the next book should be called Space. Spare Space. And then what will the third one be called? uh oh gosh. Oh, Janine, thank you for being so dedicated and coming to the podcast. Yes, Joan Commonwealth, it is worth the pain, and the pain is reducing week on week because I'm learning how to land properly. Thank you, Chef Sandy Love. My braids took 8 hours, by the way. There was a couple of people asking on the community tab. Thank you so much, Tamika. Thank you so much, everyone. Chosen to be his. How tall are you? I think I'm like 5'5". I'm not that tall. I wish I was a lot taller. Dara, you bought the hardcover, yeah. I only bought the Kindle because I'm probably not going to be in the country by then. Otherwise, I would have bought the hardcover. But people saying hardcover and audio. Compton, Meghan has showed Harry the possibilities of living his American dream. Yes. Very well. That's a good idea. Oh, ordering on Apple as well. Yeah. Just in case like one crashes. Cinderella, how many copies did the palace order? One for every butler. Hilarious. Oh, do we have a troll? Okay, I'm gonna let that comment slide, unless that person says something weird again. Carolyn, Harry should have released it when William Kate come to the US. Honey, I don't think anybody will even pay attention to that. And the nerve to go to Boston, like, come on, for real? Like, just throwing it in America's faces, really. Lights on the Moon, you're getting the hard copy. Yeah, there is a nice feeling about holding a book, especially when it's a biography or something that's very personal. Very third title of the book, Serenity. Oh my god, that is such a good one, Sherry. Spare Space Serenity. Oh my god, the squad is undefeated. The book will be a movie. Well, since it's gonna be in his own words, you could definitely retell his whole story in documentary format from another angle. All right, everyone. I'm going to take the last word of the day, and then that will be all. I will take calls tomorrow. Ooh, spare space and service. Or maybe we could have 4 books, right? Spare space, service, and serenity. Gosh, we're so creative. They need to just Archon needs to just hire the squad, right? Anyway, as I was saying, calls will be taken tomorrow, so we're not going to stretch this podcast out any longer. Thank you, everyone, for coming and everyone for donating and new members. You are all amazing as usual. Hey, cookies and cream, I'm going to give you the last word of the day. Everyone continue to pray for the Sussexes and each other. Pray for the world. Yes, we are finally getting the truth straight from the man himself and no more of the lies. Have a great day, everyone. Ciao.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied. It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied. It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
There's no use in looking back. Gotta laugh or gotta live. 'Cause I'm so over the